This episode of Nerds Gone Rogue is brought to you by Killers. All John ever wanted was to be normal, but the grisly murder of his parents when he was just a child left something terrible brewing inside him. John was a killer, a fact he'd accepted as he now lived on the streets, looking for a place he belonged in this world. On a night that seemed like fate, while on a train heading west, a stranger intervenes as John is on the verge of his most recent crime. His name is Professor James Conrad, and he asks John to come live with him and a group of young serial killers he has taken under his wing. Together they search for a purpose in their murderous ways. It isn't long after a new sadistic serial killer begins to terrorize Seattle, and throwing a wrench into all they are trying to accomplish. Time seems to be running out for the group to find the answers they are searching for. Where will they go? What is their purpose? And with the killing closing in, who will survive the night? Written by C. Benjamin Doyle, Killers is available now on Amazon and Amazon Kindle. Get your copy today. What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block for May 1st, 2018. Take two. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, that retro code, Edward Varnell.
Yes, E3. Can't wait. Yes.
And also joining us, the wise Wisconsinite, Jesse Douglas.
How's it going, everyone?
He's over there.
Yes, E3.
He's over there. Yeah, E3. So, okay, well, we were having a good discussion. But anyways, this is our E3 episode. We are going to make E3 predictions. E3 is a big time of year for gamers around the world, and we are very excited to see what is announced and what isn't, and complain about what isn't announced and get really excited about what is announced. So,
pretty much.
Yeah, we're going to make predictions tonight. And, we're not going to really talk about what we've been playing. We're not going to talk about news except for the fact that Nintendo did release their rundown of what they're doing for E3. So, but anyways, Jesse, I'm glad you're here. I saved it for an episode that you could be on. Ed, I'm glad you're here because the show wouldn't exist without you. Well, it probably could, but I mean, you know what I mean. But yeah, this is our E3 predictions episode. So I guess we're just every episode this week's just going to be E3 stuff for all the shows, because I know we did it for 1-1 and we're doing it for Arsenal X after this. So, anyways, Ed, do you want to give us the rundown of what Nintendo is doing for E3?
Yes. So, on June 11th, they're going to be having their Splatoon tournament, the Splatoon 2 tournament. They're going to be having North America, Europe, Australia, Japan, and other countries come, and they'll be doing it in Los Angeles. The main tournament, like the final tournament, is going to be held the next day, June 12th, and right after that tournament for Splatoon 2, they're going to have a tournament for Smash Brothers for Switch. There will be that tournament. They're also doing their E3 showcase June 12th, and then from June 12th to the 14th, they'll have their Treehouse Live. And so if you guys want more information about that, go to nintendo.com and check out they have a site for the E3 information. They kind of put up this news out through Twitter, maybe Thursday or Friday. So if you guys want to know more about it, you can. The games that they are going to be focusing on for the showcase is going to be for games that is releasing in 2018. And there's probably going to be throughout Treehouse Live some announcements with third party during some of Nintendo activities. So you can check that out when it hits June 12th. So the times and stuff you guys can check on Nintendo's website, so you could be able to plan if you're going to be watching it or not or anything. I know probably for me and Corey, we'll probably be working. And Jesse probably will be sleeping, getting his energy back. So hopefully hopefully we can do probably some mini so like reactions and stuff to the news that comes forth to it. But yeah, June 12th is kind of their showcase for E3 will be the main one that we really want to focus on and watch.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, it's gonna be weird this year because last year we had that big watch along and we were like all excited to do it this year, but
yes,
our working conditions have changed and you know all kind of that kind of stuff. But trust me, I'll be watching it. I'll be listening to it. Hopefully, it happens during my lunch break at work or something. But like, I will be listening to it. I will be watching it before I get home from work. So,
yes,
but. Yeah, anyways, we are going to do 5 first-party predictions each, and then 2 third-party, I would say. I think that's good. I think, you know, third-party stuff really comes into play when we go to record Arsenal X, but, you know, Nintendo has really been pushing third-party this year, so I'm guessing they're going to have some third-party stuff, because I think a lot of third parties are working on Switch stuff. You know, I'm sure Capcom has a lot in the works. I'm sure, you know, Capcom has a Monster Hunter for Switch in the works if it's not Monster Hunter World. I'm sure Mega Man 11 will be pushed, especially if he's returning for Smash. Bethesda, I'm sure Wolfenstein isn't the only game on their slate. I wouldn't be surprised if they announced Wolfenstein 1 being ported as well. You know, since technically it was a last-gen game that was ported over to this gen. You know, Ubisoft has shown strong support. I wouldn't be surprised if they showed like a Rayman 3, you know, Origins, Legends, maybe an Origins port, or you know, just Rayman 3. What Legacy? I would call it Rayman Legacy. That's what I would call it. Yeah. Maybe a Shadow of the Tomb Raider port. Woo! Just kidding. That's a pie in the sky wish, but.
Give me the port of the first 2 games. Well, not the first 2 games. Let me first that. Give me a port of Tomb Raider Definitive Edition and Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yes, and let me wear the Labo mask for VR. For the VR sections
Can you
of
see
Rise.
a Labo version of Tomb Raider?
Yes, actually, I could. Dude, they made a Wii Remote version of Tomb Raider Anniversary. I'm not putting anything past them. Okay. Oh, man. But anyways. Yeah, I mean, even Ubisoft, I could see them totally putting Assassin's Creed on there at some point. Like, one of the older games, you know, like the Ezio Collection or Black Flag or Rogue or... You know, I could see them doing stuff like that. I could see them putting... I don't know. I could see them doing anything. Anything is possible. Maybe we'll finally get a Steep release date. Who knows? Who cares? Who cares about Steep? Maybe, you know how you get Steep to sell? You say, hey, it's Steep with 1080 snowboarding assets in it. And everybody be like, okay. That way, Nintendo doesn't have to spend money on developing a 1080 game, and Ubisoft sells Steep, finally, somewhere. Anyways, I'm just kidding. But Jesse, we're going to start with you on your first prediction.
All right.
And even though we already know what it is.
Yeah.
Because we had this conversation already.
Yeah, so my prediction is that we're going to get some form of a Mario Maker. I don't think it's going to be a full port of the original one. Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be, you know, obviously similar, have the same stuff, you know, and stuff like that. But it's gonna have like more things that the original didn't have, and basically that, you know, they'll announce that as a new one coming out versus just a straight up port.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like I said before, I agree with you to probably like 90% of that, your prediction. I think it's going to be a Mario Maker Deluxe type thing where like, all that's going to be there. They're going to bring, you know, any level made on the Wii U version, you can download here and play, but they're gonna add assets. I could see them adding Paper Mario assets. I could see them adding Mario 2 assets. I could see them adding maybe some Game Boy-esque assets. Maybe not from Mario Land, but like Mario Land 2. I could see them adding assets from that. I could see them doing a bunch of that kind of stuff because, I mean, I could even see them adding the 16-bit Mario All-Stars versions assets to the game.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
What if they did a Super Mario 3D World assets, like where you could actually have like some 3D stuff in it, some 3D stuff in it, but not like it wouldn't be like overly like complex. I mean, it would have to be a pretty basic form, but
like the cat suit, but in 2D. Yes, yes. Dude, please give me Mario 3D World on Switch. Like,
or even
just announce Mario 3D
Captain
World.
Captain Toad.
I know.
Like
they're already
Captain Toad style, like world creator,
like Captain Toad Maker.
Yeah, because I mean that's pretty basic. Like that's not like
Captain not for Captain Toad. No, that's gonna be very hard.
I don't care what it is. I won't be
pretty
making worlds,
basic,
but I would love to see people making puzzles.
You gotta think about it. Captain Toad is all in 3D, so people are moving it around and trying to set up a world like that. You would have to like know how to make stuff in 3D, and Nintendo wants to make this like very easy because you got to think about it. You can't jump in Captain Toad. How did you make a game without jumping in Captain Toad?
Yeah, but they could do the Mario Maker approach where you have to complete your level before you upload it, so people know it's possible to beat it.
But you have to think. You have to think even before uploading. How do I create a world where I can't jump?
That's fine.
So you have to create.
Nintendo did it. Somebody can do it.
No, I'm just saying that like it would be basic like that. It would still be Mario, like a Mario 3D type thing, but like you could have like Toad and things like that as your character's image, but it would still be the basic mechanics of Mario where you can jump and do all that. But I'm just saying like a smaller area 3D world that you could create to go like walk around and collect things like that. You could make.
I think that would be hard to do.
You know what, Jesse? I'm gonna ignore Ed and say that's a great idea. I like your out of the box idea, Ed.
But that's my first.
Oh no! Why did you just stare into my soul? And I'm just like, whoa. I see your eyes turn to the camera, just like I'm gonna stare at your soul. Just like, okay.
Because I can do that, Ed. I can do that.
True.
All right, Ed. We're gonna make your first prediction, and I'm sure it's gonna be some wild Japanese game from like the late '80s that no one's ever heard of, that you want to see make a remake or a reboot or something.
Okay.
I'm ready for it.
Actually, mine would be Super Mario Brothers for Switch, and this would actually bring the frog from Super Mario Brothers 2. I think they would bring that world back and do a new 2D world for it.
Like a new Super Mario Brothers?
Mm-hmm. A new Super Mario Brothers for Switch, and it would be that as the plot, bringing the frog back from Mario Brothers 2.
Interesting.
The frog suit.
No,
what was his name? Gosh, what was his name? I love Mario 2.
Oh yeah, Super Mario 2.
Yeah.
Okay, I know. Yeah, because 2 is the unique.
Think if you get in the level where one of them stuck the keys behind your back. King Wart, yeah. One of them stuck the keys behind your back. Now you got to run away from that mask. You got to get the way that you don't get caught, that you have to throw it to another player. Gosh. And they have to catch it.
Yeah.
And if the key falls into the pit, everybody dies.
No power-ups, just fruit, just vegetables to throw. and you can knock your teammates into the holes by throwing vegetables at them.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Yes, dude. I want new Super Mario Brothers 2, 3. I guess that would be Switch. But like I
said new Super.
I want it. I want it so bad. Ed, I hate you for that, but I also love you for that because now that's all I want. Super Mario Brothers 2 is the best Super Mario Brothers game. Anyway,
I thought you said 3.
I'm talking with my heart, not with my brain, Ed.
No, that's Super Mario Brothers 3. Sorry.
Oh,
that soundtrack to Super Mario Brothers 2 is so good.
I know.
Oh,
I get that soundtrack stuck in my head like at least once a week. Okay. My prediction. This is a bold prediction, but a prediction nonetheless. I think Star Fox Zero Deluxe will be announced for Switch. I think it's coming. I think Star Fox Zero is coming back. I think they're going to take the feedback that they had with the Wii U version and kind of toy with it a little bit and kind of make it more like a traditional Star Fox game. Or like, you can use the Joy-Cons to shoot. Like one of the Joy-Cons you use to shoot while the other one you're steering the plane with. I don't know. I feel like there's something there with Star Fox Zero. They just didn't nail it like they wanted to. So, but that's my prediction. Star Fox Zero. Although, even bolder prediction, like this is 1A, but 1B would be like a new Star Fox game. Because what was that new game that came out that was like Star Fox that came out like as of this recording, like 3 days ago? Manticore or something? What was it called?
I think
that's
so.
Not it. That sounds like an MCU thing. That sounds like a Marvel thing.
Is that the one with the games to life or the toys to life one? Or
no, there's a game that came out that has come out on the eShop recently that is like what people want from a Star Fox game. What is that?
Okay,
I'm looking it up. But like I could see them doing something real dumb with Star Fox, like bringing in the puppets from that E3 presentation. And like it would have like this weird aesthetic that you don't know how like the cardboard ships and like just have the puppets sitting in these cardboard ships and like you would see the strings attached to the ship or something. And it had this real dumb like puppet style like look to it, but it would work somehow. Or they just like use the asset, like make HD assets from Star Fox Assault and give us some fur K on Star Fox. I'd be okay with that too. But oh my gosh, what is that game on Switch?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting like a new rebooted Star Fox. Like make it a little bit more. Like the original stuff is, but just have it be mostly spaceship stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
it would be kind of cool to have like the whole like not necessarily exactly like Destiny, but have it where you can like go and do missions and stuff, and then you've got your base that you go back to where you get into your ship to go fly and do different stuff in out in space or whatever. But
yeah,
like each world or whatever that you go to have different things that you do and stuff.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Please just do it. I would love it. I would love a new Star Fox game on Switch. Where is this game? Okay, I'm almost there. Searching for the game because I don't know what it's called. Skyrogue, maybe? That's not it.
Would they have new amiibo for it too?
Oh, jeez, I don't know. Probably. That'd be cool. Like an R-Wing amiibo. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I like what you're thinking. It would be almost be like Metroid Prime Federation Force, but for Star Fox, where like you pick up kind of loot to upgrade your ships or your character, and then you could do ground missions and air missions. It'd be cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I like your thinking. Yes. That's some innovative. That's the innovation Nintendo needs right there, Jesse. Hire this man. Probably gonna do this podcast anymore, but hire him anyway.
Well, we'd have an end. We'd have an end then. We could do the podcast right from
Fair.
right from Nintendo.
I don't think Nintendo would let us do that.
Right.
Anyways, Jesse, what's your next prediction?
My next prediction, I think, well, this is kind of like a given, but I think we're gonna get a new Pikmin game.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see Pikmin 4.
Yeah. Finally.
So I'm looking forward to that more than anything. I think, like out of all of Nintendo's IP, like that's the one thing that I'm super excited for always. So
Pikmin 3 on Wii U was so good. I want them to go back to Olimar though. Like I want them to go back to Olimar and like allow you to play as him on a new planet. I want them to go back and kind of simplify it. Like one character kind of, even though like I like the multi-character, like you have to like really kind of use more strategy that way, but I think it kind of took something away from what Pikmin is too. So I would really like Olimar to you play as Olimar, and maybe they have multiple planets that you need to escape from. Like maybe you crash land on one planet and then you move to the next planet or whatever after you finish the first planet. Like just make it a longer experience, but make each planet more difficult to survive in. Almost.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, or what they could do is they could have like a whole new storyline where like maybe like the Pikmin and you, like there's some kind of devastating thing happening in the like in the universe that you live in that's affecting like a bunch of planets, and there's like something that you've got to do where you've got to go back to them to try to stop something from happening.
Yeah.
And like you're basically helping the Pikmin with like trying to stop something devastating from happening or something, and like so you've got to go back to those different planets to to fix something
Yeah.
that went wrong or something like that. Because I agree, I didn't really play any of the third one. I watched a lot of like gameplay and stuff because I just never had the Wii U, so I didn't get, I kind of was bummed that I didn't ever get to play it.
Maybe we'll get a port.
But maybe, but I like, and that would be fine. Like if they were to do that, like before the release of that, before the fourth one came out or something, to get people excited for it.
Yeah.
But I agree though. I kind of would like them to go back to that like more basic, like the first two, like I don't know. I just because those are the ones that I like played, and two like I don't know. I just liked that original characters and like everything. I just liked having the one person and you controlling them and stuff like that. So, but,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my second thing that I'm hopeful for.
Yeah. Yeah. I want a new Pikmin. I want new everything. I need games to play while I'm watching my baby sleep because, yeah, that has to happen. Ed, what's your next prediction?
I would love to see the treasure collection, Sin of Punishment 1 or 2, or just any treasure collection come to Switch. I know Treasure was hinting at something. Come on. Don't tease me like this. I will leave the podcast whenever they announce it, and I will pre-order that game. I'll pay it in full to make sure that I get it. But yeah, I would love to see that. I would love to see Sin of Punishment 1 or 2. or any like treasure collection on the Switch.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I could totally see a treasure collection happening, especially like Sin and Punishment is one of those games that, and maybe they're remastered. Maybe they get a nice clean coat of paint. Similar to what Crash and Spyro are doing. Like maybe they just totally say, "Hey, let's just go ahead and do this." And maybe it'll happen. I hope so.
Yes.
My next prediction is pretty on point, I guess, and rumors and stuff, whatever, kind of point to this maybe happening at some point. But a Metroid Prime trilogy HD collection, I think, is a safe prediction. Don't worry, my predictions get wilder, but I'm trying to will the HD collection into existence by just thinking about it every day. And as a 2B, I could see Metroid: Samus Returns making it over to Switch as well. So, I'm pretty
cool.
I'm predicting the HD trilogy of Metroid Prime. That's my prediction. Maybe like it's not announced during the direct. But I think it could be like a treehouse thing where, like, remember last year when we were watching it and we were so like enamored with what happened during the direct that we almost missed Metroid: Samus Returns.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I could totally see them doing that again. They're gonna do it again. They're gonna do that again.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they'll just. Anyways, I'll say that prediction for later. So, Jesse, we're back to you. Back to Jesse.
Right.
Back to Jesse. Everybody, we're back to Jesse. Back to Jesse.
I would like to. I'd like to think, and we had kind of talked about this, and I don't remember if they said something about it already, but maybe getting like a wave race or even like a cruising world or something, like some kind of racing game like that I think we might get.
Gosh, please, just cruising USA. Let's just get a new one in there. Let's just do it.
That's Midway.
I don't care who it is. Just get us in there.
Well, yeah.
It's not Midway anymore. It's Warner Brothers now.
It's Warner Brothers. That is right. Neither Williams.
But so like a wave race probably.
Yeah. Yes. Bring those back. I need it. I need some wave race in my life. Did you know there was a wave race for Game Boy, by the way?
I thought
I did not know that.
For the DS, was it?
No, there was one like before N64. There was one for Game Boy, and I didn't even know that. But yeah. Anyways,
so I thought did they have one for DS? I thought they had one for DS, or didn't they?
I don't know. I don't remember. The last one I played was the GameCube one.
So I'm thinking of something else.
I don't know. Ed, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is going to kind of seem weird because I can't think of the name of it. But you know that one game, it was that 4-on-4 multiplayer game where you got the skeletons in the back. You have to shoot each other up. I can't think of what the game was. It's like an indie game, but Nintendo was promoting it. You have to shoot different body parts and everything.
And then it makes them grow or whatever.
Yeah,
like those parts. Yeah, I don't remember what that was called, but I know what you're talking
Morphe's
about.
Law or whatever.
Murphy's Law. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's going to get an announced date, and I think they're going to show that off, at E3, because we haven't heard anything for it, and Nintendo like showcased it like in 2 directs last year. Mm-hmm. Or I think they showcased it last year and then showcased it this year in the first direct, but I haven't seen nothing else of it. So I think it's going to be showcased in this one and given a date. I think we're going to finally get a date for it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could totally see that happening, honestly. Like, I think they kind of want to position that because, like, you know, they're getting cool multiplayer games on the Switch, but they don't really have a lot of, like, outside of Nintendo, like a lot of competitive style ones, and I think that would be an interesting one for them to position to be theirs. So, but yeah. Anyways, back to me, I guess. I could see them going like Jesse. I know you said Wave Race, but I could see them going that same route and doing 1080 snowboarding, a 1080, or like partnering with EA and do like a 1080 SSX hybrid game.
That would be cool.
That's my prediction right there. EA's making an SSX for Switch.
Oh no.
I almost spent $10 on SSX 3 on Xbox the other day. I love SSX. I love SSX.
I think it's free. I can't remember. I think I have that free with the EA access.
You probably do.
I don't remember. There's a bunch of games on there that are good.
Tricky is the best, but I would settle for 3 on Xbox, or I would just settle for like, hey, just give us a Tricky and a 3 collection, because Tricky is like really 1.5 because it has all the content from 1, but then they added new levels and challenges. I just I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, honestly, you know what I'd like to do.
What
is I'd rather, since PlayStation isn't even gonna use it, I'd rather they get cool borders. Nintendo pick up cool borders because that's the best one in my opinion. Still, I like cool borders better than any of them, and cool PlayStation's not even using it. So.
The only sports game Sony has is MLB The Show.
Yeah. Well, they had cool borders, but yeah, I mean, I guess who has that now? Or do they still have it? They're just sitting on.
Sony still owns it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they should give it to someone who will actually use it.
Well, they sold Crash and I don't know.
Because that's why I have a PS2 and I don't have a PS3 is because like there's a lot of like things like that I like lived for on playing on my PS2, and they don't make them anymore. So why get a PlayStation?
Fair.
Pretty much.
But
man,
yeah,
PlayStation exclusive wise for me, there's only like 3 games worth like spending the money on PlayStation, and maybe like 6 worth playing in terms of exclusives, so I don't know.
Well, pretty much my last one is this month for Detroit Become Human, and then I'll see what Spider-Man does, but after that, probably after Detroit, that's about it to Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, Detroit doesn't interest me.
Yeah, Detroit does not do anything
I would like Spider-Man, I think, as long as it's not like overly like just filled with like what is the
quick time events?
Quick time events and things like that. Like, because like Tomb Raider does it well enough where it's not like overly, and it's very short. Like if they do it like Tomb Raider, like where it's short, there's not a lot of quick time, then I probably wouldn't mind it. But yeah,
I kind of have my feel of Spider-Man games, so that's why I'm not looking forward to it. I mean, I'll pick it up sometime, but I'm just like, nah, let me get Detroit Become Human because I like the thriller and I like mysteries and the suspense, and I quite enjoy David Cage's games, so I'm intrigued to play this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a huge Spider-Man guy. I mean, I'm interested to see how it does, but I'm not like itching to play it either. But anyways, back to the Nintendo predictions. Sorry. Jesse, I think we're back to you, right? Or is it my turn?
Yeah. No, you picked the SXX.
That's right. I said 1080, but I would like them to do a crossover, a 1080 X SSX crossover would be awesome. But anyways, Jesse, you're up. Sorry.
I predict that they're gonna come out with I don't know. I guess I could try to predict exactly which one, but it's either gonna be a Mario baseball or a Mario golf game.
Oh, please be Mario Golf.
Oh, for a sports game? for
Yeah,
Switch?
yeah. That
No
I'm
strikers,
thinking
though?
a sports game.
I could do some strikers though. That way I can get rid of FIFA.
Oh, wow.
Not that look, I like FIFA. I actually played a little bit last week, but like, it's just on Switch. I would love to have strikers.
Well, I mean, I could see them doing that, but at the same time, with the fact that that EA does have FIFA on there, I think it would probably, because like the main thing for systems is usually it's like baseball. Like each system has their own baseball game, so I could see it being more of a baseball, but it's probably, I think it would most likely be golf, because with the Mario Tennis coming out, I think maybe baseball would be down the line. And have a golf this year. I think if anything, it would be golf, because I'd imagine those probably sell the most too. The golf games out of all the Mario sports games.
Yeah.
But, well, under the tennis anyway. But
Yeah.
So yeah, Mario Golf.
Let's do it. Mario Golf. I would love some Mario Golf.
I know.
Man.
I love Mario Golf.
Give me that mini golf mode back too from Toadstool Tour. Dude, that mini golf was amazing. Anyways, sorry, Ed. You can go now. I'm just wanting some Mario Golf.
Mini golf.
Yeah, mini golf or Mario regular golf. I'll take either. Or like you said, it's just an option inside the game would be better. Yeah,
It was just
They'll
an
do
option.
Mario Golf.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, Ed.
So, if anyone has been watching our pilot play,
Yes.
and apparently there's an episode that just came out where me and Corey really digged in.
What?
I would love to see that Kid Icarus game that we talked about.
Yeah.
Also, give me that Metroid Helldiver game from a couple of months from last month that we actually digged in. Like the games that me and Corey talked about, like the Kid Icarus open world Metroid style game.
Dude,
I would love to see come to Switch.
That episode was longer than a normal Pow Block.
Yes. And that Metroid Helldivers isometric game that we talked about, I would love to see come. Like we went in. Like if you guys not go watch our mini block about the Metroid Helldivers, and then please go watch our pilot play of Wind Waker HD where we talk about the art and we talk about art in games and how the Kid Icarus discussion came up, because man, that game, what we discussed, I would love to see.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good discussion.
Also Bayonetta 3. Just show some gameplay.
It's not really a
I
prediction.
think we'll get it. I think they might even give a release date for Bayonetta 3.
Well, I think it's a little bit far off because they just were talking about how
I kind of think Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4 are going to be their lineup for next year, for their next holiday. Yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't say no to Bayonetta this year, but I still need to finish Bayonetta 2 on Switch. I have so much to do. Not enough time.
I know. I still need to finish the first one.
So, I guess that means it's my turn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I am predicting that Nintendo will debut Retro's new IP, and it will be out this fall. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is, but it's coming this fall. I honestly though, I think it's going to be a kind of like a darker tone first person shooter / sort of like Metroid Prime, but not as much exploration or backtracking, more of a I would say more of like a Halo type experience, where like there's a lot of action, but there's also a lot of encouragement for exploration, and it's going to have a co-op campaign and competitive multiplayer. I feel it, feeling it.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome if they got like a Halo style game like that. Mm-hmm. That was four person co-op.
Yeah, we could put some Nintendo stuff in squad goals. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's my prediction. That would be
awesome.
I think Nintendo themselves needs not like an M-rated mature game, but like something aimed towards like a little bit older audience, I think, and I think Retro has the chops to do it. And I know a lot of them left to go make Halo and stuff, but
and that would allow me to be able to have some Royale with cheese.
No, it doesn't need a battle royale mode. No, there's enough of those games out there that we're gonna explore on our new battle royale show. Royale with cheese. It's a joke here, but I mean, okay, so the joke is like here the quarter pounder with cheese is called a quarter pounder with cheese, but everywhere else in the world that uses the metric system, which is like the normal universal system that America doesn't use, it's called a royale with cheese. So that's why we called it that. Anyways, but yeah, I'm predicting kind of like a Halo style first person shooter adventure game that's 4-player co-op and has a multiplayer suite and will take advantage of Nintendo's new online service and all that kind of stuff. No loot boxes either. No battle royale, no loot boxes. That's what everybody wants. It's just what the world wants. All right, Jesse, back to you for the 5th and final.
Okay, this is the final one, huh? I kind of, I don't know. Like my last prediction is kind of was something I could have put in with the last one that I did, but like I would kind of like to see them do another Excite Bike, and like a newer one that's like more, like more traditional, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it could have, like, they could have it where kind of like Mario. Well, it would be kind of cool is if they figured out a way somehow like Mario with Mario Odyssey, where like parts of the map, like when you jump into an area, it would turn into the regular, old school, like side scrolling one.
Yeah.
And then like you could pop out and then it would go back into the real world, kind of like they did with Odyssey.
Yeah.
Like where you could mix the old school and new school together somehow.
Let's do it. Do it, Excite Bike. Dude, I was actually thinking about Excite Bike the other day, and not like NES Excite Bike, but Excite Bike 64 for some reason.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. And like I was thinking about like how cool would it be if we got like actually what prompted me to think about Excite Bike was that dumb motocross game that came out on Switch, like the Monster Energy motocross game that came out 2 months ago. And I was like,
yeah,
man, what if Nintendo just made like an Excite Bike that people could get behind? It could be bikes, it could be 4-wheelers, it could be like something like that.
Yeah.
And you could like create your own tracks and upload them and allow people to race on them and have a full campaign mode kind of thing.
Yeah, like it could be like Excite Bike versus
ATV or almost.
ATV kind of thing. Like
and then like
where you could have a mixture of the two.
Yeah, and then you could incorporate the Excite Truck thing that happened on Wii in there too. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be kind of something to spice it up and kind of add something new to it, but still kind of stick
Retain.
with the Excite bike.
Yeah. I like where Jesse's head's at. I want every single game Jesse just talked about. Man, that's awesome, dude. Man, if Nintendo started bringing back like these old like sport titles like Wave Race and 1080
Hold on,
and
wait,
Excite Train.
hold on, wait 1 second. How Jesse, you bring about all these old sports games, but then he yelled at me if I brought anything back from the 80s that nobody remembers.
I know. That's why I laughed to myself when he said that, because I'm like, well, little does he know.
I'm just saying, there's been an Excite bike game in the last 20 years, and there's been an Excite something in the last like 12 years. So
A sight truck.
yeah, and Excite bot trick racing or whatever.
Yeah. Thought there was a new Excite bike like for WiiWare or something.
I don't know. There might have been. I don't know. There was that 3D one for 3DS, like Excite Bike 3D.
Okay.
But anyways, Ed, give us something Japanese that nobody cares about from the 80s.
Oh, shut up. Because I've been like Lost Levels 2 or something. Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels. Actually, from Nintendo that I would actually love to see. I would love to see Animal Crossing on Switch mixed with a little bit of maybe Minecraft. Maybe Microsoft and Nintendo could get down and do a crossover. I would love to see that.
That'd be cool. That would actually that actually fits. That crossover actually really fits. That might actually.
And I have been reasonable.
It's true. Ed didn't say weird, that weird Capcom versus the Wii one, the fighting one.
Oh, Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Yeah, that one. He didn't say anything weird like that.
And that was from Wii. So
I mean, if the weirdest thing Ed said was a Sin and Punishment collection, I'm impressed. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I didn't go to Uniracers. I didn't go.
What if we did an Excite Bike versus Enduro Racer? Huh? Collaboration with Sega.
Yeah.
Sumo Digital's developing.
Where's that new Paperboy game?
Oh, good night. No.
Man. Air Zonk.
People playing it will be like, what's newspaper?
Did you just say Air Zone?
Yeah, I did. Where's Air Zonk 2?
Listening to my podcast. Bunk and the Adventures of Bunk and Air Zonk and
all those bad TurboGrafx platformers.
Okay,
let's get Bonk versus
Corey.
Alex Kidd.
Come on, Konami, don't play. I need my zombies ate my neighbors.
I mean, somebody's already making that game. It's called Garage. And it's an indie game.
Oh, dang. That is true.
That game is cool though. I probably won't buy it, but it's cool.
Yeah, Rare also did RC Pro Am. They had a ski game, 720, Skate or Die.
Yeah.
If you want me to go back 80s, I could, but I'm not gonna go there.
Man.
Just kind of off topic. Did you guys ever play that skiing game that was on PC where there's like abominable snowman that chases you and tries to eat you?
Yeah.
No, I never heard of this.
Yeah, that really bad downhill ski one or whatever.
Yeah, basically it's just a basic downhill ski, and you got to try to avoid stuff. And if you get hit too many things, this snowman guy comes running, chasing after you, and tries to eat you.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Man. Okay, so I guess this is my last prediction, huh? For first party. I think Nintendo is going to bust open the vault. The big Nintendo vault, and give us. What are they going to give us? They're going to give us something.
Super Mario Land 1 and 2 as a remake.
No. Nope. I think Nintendo is going to somehow make Diddy Kong Racing 2?
No.
Yeah. No,
No.
I'm just kidding. I really don't think they're going to make that. No, I think they're going to give us F-Zero. I really do. I think they're going to tease it. I don't think it's coming out this year, but I think they're going to tease it. Because that franchise has been gone for so long, and I think enough people want it, and I think enough people are making F-Zero-like games that kind of warrant a new F-Zero game. And Mario Kart's been out for a long time now, and I don't really see Mario Kart 9 coming out anytime in the near future, maybe like 2 or 3 years from now. But to hold us over after Mario Kart, I think F-Zero. I think it's time. I really do. So, yeah. Let's give us some F-Zero. I am surprised nobody said we're going to see Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm still waiting on that one.
Yeah, I'm sure that could happen. But I was just trying to think of things that I could like that I kind of personally like another one. Like I was just joking about it, but it would kind of be cool if we actually got like a more updated version of like a Donkey Kong Jr. or something like that. If they were to put some kind of like competitive, like that could be their competitive like type game out there that people play to try to, like with the new like online stuff when it eventually rolls out, and have like the leaderboards and things like that, and have something that like that can be really competitive in that.
Yeah.
That still exists. It still exists out there. The people trying to beat it in the arcades and things like that. But
yeah. Well, we're gonna move into our third-party predictions. 2 each. I think it's fair, especially because we've been going for almost an hour now. But Jesse, we're gonna start with you. What's your first third-party prediction? Which third party and what is it?
Okay, so what we're gonna get is we're gonna get Resident Evil 0 and 1, and then they're gonna announce that Resident Evil 2 remake will be coming to Switch.
Okay.
That's Capcom for you. Yeah.
I mean, I could see all.
And I think it's gonna be ported. I think it's gonna be ported by the guys who did Wolfenstein and stuff.
Yeah,
like that, because like Wolfenstein, like in my opinion, Wolfenstein games and the Doom games are just as taxing, I would imagine, on the system as the Resident Evil games would be.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't think it would be much of a stretch if they can make Wolfenstein happen on it.
Yeah, I could see that.
I feel like they could do Resident Evil on it. Like, yeah, maybe the graphics wouldn't be super great, but it would be like Wolfenstein. It would just be a minor, cut back in the areas needed, and they'd be able to make it work.
Yeah. Yeah, I could totally see them doing like I would say like a legacy collection style thing for Resident Evil, like maybe 0 and 1, and then like 4, 5, and 6 in a collection, and 2 separate collections probably.
Yeah.
And then maybe it'd be like 0, 1, and 4 would be one collection, and then 5, 6, and 7 could be another collection. And then, after that, they tease like Resident Evil 2 remake coming to Switch after that.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, because I mean, hasn't really been an official announcement for the remake of 2, but we know it's coming.
Yeah.
Like it's basically practically been confirmed, but
yeah,
but that would be kind of cool if Nintendo could be the ones to announce it.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to see that, because like that series has a lineage on Nintendo. I mean the Resident Evil remakes and 0, like then the Resident Evil 2 for N64 having it being the only version with the Resident Evil 0 connections in it, and yeah, I could totally see that. That'd be awesome. And maybe they add like the 0 stuff to 2 that was cut also. So yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. I could see it. Ed, it's your turn.
I believe Fortnite is going to get announced for Switch.
Oh, that's such an easy one.
But this one would include that you could build warp pipes around to get around the area. So of course they would have Super Mario power ups or something. But think of you fighting and stuff, and you build a warp pipe and be able to get around the world. And you find turtle shells, and you can use them as shields, or you could chuck the red shell at the players who's hiding and stuff. Like it could be zany enough. If not Fortnite, I think Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to get announced for Switch.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think that's a safe bet. I think GTA, I think anything Rockstar's done in the last 15 years is a safe bet. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, hey, Red Dead Redemption is coming to Switch, the first one too. And they would be like, yeah, we know Red Dead 2 is kind of too taxing for the system, but we know you want that open world cowboy game on Switch, and that'd be a good way to kind of promote 2 without having to say, hey, whatever, and they'll make money off of it too. So
or what if they even gave them Nintendo had them make an exclusive one that's only a version of Red Dead that's only for Switch, that's it's basically one and somewhat stuff maybe from 2, but it's not quite the actual second one, like
an episode 0 type thing,
just basically would be its own its own standalone Red Dead game.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Oh man, I would love to see, I'm not a big Grand Theft Auto guy, but I would love to see Red Dead 1 on Switch, just because I haven't played that game in so long that I'm curious at how well that game holds up. And I almost got it on Xbox One, or the backwards compatible, whatever, but I don't know. I'm not going to get into our Rockstar discussions on this show right now.
I played it fairly recently on Xbox One, and it still holds up. It's, because of the style, the style of everything, it really won't go out of style because it's, set in a different era anyways.
Right.
And everything looks good still. So
yeah. I would love to see that. But okay, my first prediction is a third Rayman game from Ubisoft, and it's going to be called Rayman Legacy, and it's just going to be just the best levels you've ever seen. It'll be awesome. It's nice and simple, but I think it's probably not a Switch exclusive by any means, but it will have exclusive Switch features, exclusive Switch costumes, and be the place to play that game. Yeah. All right, Jesse, your last prediction.
All right, this is kind of bold, but I think that they're gonna Nintendo's gonna give the rights to their characters to another company to make a exclusive game for the system, like they did with the Mario Rabbids.
Yeah.
I could see them, having something that's, somehow uses something that some of Nintendo's characters for something that it wouldn't normally be in.
Yeah, I could totally see that happening. What kind of game would it be though?
Well, I was thinking though, honestly, I know you mentioned a new Rayman game, but what if they were to actually have Mario meets Raymond style thing, where you could have a Mario characters and Rayman characters together,
New Super Mario Brothers cross Rayman, and do Mario in that art style. Oh. Excuse me, I'm gonna go make another baby right now.
But it could either be something like that, or even something like kind of like what they did with Mario Rabbids, where they just make it, into something that we completely wouldn't expect. You know, like something that we, won't even think of.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, that'd be so cool if they just, because Ubisoft already has the trust.
No, it's good.
Ubisoft already, I've had enough. Ed and I've had multiple discussions on how, even I personally think that Microsoft is going to try to use Switch to their advantage of having a second platform for minor IP. But I think Ubisoft, if anybody's going to get Mario assets again, it's going to be Ubisoft, and I think Nintendo trusts them enough to do that. But man, that'd be so cool. That'd be awesome. Ed, your final prediction.
My final prediction, I believe Konami, hopefully they will come out with an arcade collection so I could play Parodius and Sexy Parodius. And the Twin Beast shooters, I would love for them to come out with. If not, then give me a lot of the old 16-bit games and some of the missed arcade games like Sunset Riders. We got a port of them, but we didn't get the full arcade version. So I would love to see that come to Switch from Konami.
Interesting. I think, man, I don't want this to be one of my predictions, but I think if Konami, they had so much success with Bomberman, I still wonder if that Twin Snakes remake is in the works from them.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, and I'm not even a huge Metal Gear guy, but I would love to see that, the Twin Snakes version of one and in the Fox engine. But anyways, my final prediction.
Before you go, I don't know if you seen this one, Jesse. There's a game where there's a butt, and you have the finger that you have to stick in, and the more pressure you put in, the higher your point is. I cannot think of this game.
It sounds like a dream Ed had last night.
No, it's a real game. But that would be funny if that came to Switch because of the motion control of the Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I don't know. One thing I didn't really talk about that I was kind of wanted to mention too, I think moving forward, is we're gonna see a lot more games that are gonna use the HD Rumble feature. I think it's gonna be a pretty well used thing going forward.
Oh,
just because you're kind of seeing it already a little bit, but
yeah.
So the game is called Boonga Boonga Spankum.
No, nope, no more talking about that game. Nope, don't even want to know. My final prediction. I'm getting us out of this conversation. My final prediction is I think EA wants some sort of game on Switch, and I think Plants vs. Zombies 3 or Garden Warfare 3 is going to be on Switch, and I think it's going to be cross-platform with the consoles that allow it to, and I think that it's going to have exclusive Mario and Zelda and that kind of gear. I think you're going to be able to customize your characters a little bit more than you could in the past, and I think that you're going to be able to do it with Nintendo assets. So
that would be cool. Yeah, I could definitely see that game being on Nintendo because it is fairly popular.
Yeah, I could also see them bringing more of their sports games over, but that's a different story. I would really love to see Madden on there. Please bring Madden over, please. I will buy Madden again if you just put it on Switch, please. Thank you.
I still wouldn't buy Madden if you put it on Switch.
I know, but I would.
I want an NFL 2K game.
Except
I'm sure everybody want an NFL 2K game.
Yeah, why do you think EA went out and bought the license?
Right.
But anyways, this is This has been our predictions episode. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It actually went a little bit longer than I thought, and I'm actually excited. It was good discussions. Man, what is okay? To end the show, what is one dream prediction from you guys? One dream prediction. Jesse, what's your one dream prediction? It can be first party, third party, whatever.
Like something that I absolutely would want to come over.
Yeah, anything
or whatever.
Whatever you want. It could be. It could never happen. It could happen tomorrow. It could be whatever you want.
Cuphead. I want Cuphead.
Okay, fair. I also want Cuphead. I need to buy that game. Like when I get paid, I'm buying that. I'm buying Lightfall, and I'm buying Donkey Kong. I guess. Yeah. Oh, Tropical Freeze is gonna be good. I still think they're gonna announce that third game at E3 too. But anyways, Ed, what's your one pie in the sky?
Lightfall is such a good game.
I know. I can't wait to buy it. Ed, what's your one pie in the sky prediction?
Oh, goodness. I want that Secret of Mana that only came to Japan, not the remake. That
the
trilogy
collection
pack that came to Japan. I want that to come to America.
That's not too pie in the sky. I could really see that happening at some point.
Oh, okay. Then I want the whole Final Fantasy collection from Final Fantasy 1 to 12 to come to Switch.
Oh, jeez. Let's see. My pie in the sky prediction. I want the Kingdom Hearts collection and Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15 to come to Switch. That's what I want. I want all the Final Fantasy games to come to Switch also, Ed. I would love to see 12 and even a 13 collection I would like to see.
8 could be a download. We could skip that mess.
What, 8?
Yeah.
Nope, we're not friends anymore. I love 8. The junction, the junction system.
7.
I hate 7 so much.
You hate 7. I hate 8.
7.
So
7
us out.
Josh, and I could totally see the 7 remake coming to Switch too. But I mean, like, since what?
Sorry. Yeah, Eternal Darkness 2.
Yeah. We were talking about Eternal Darkness a couple weeks ago, Ed? Who did we say we wanted to make Eternal Darkness? Someone we were talking about Eternal Darkness 2 and how like they could make a proper sequel to that game in a modern era.
Was it Tecmo?
Was it Ninja Theory?
Was it?
Was it Ninja Theory?
No,
yeah, because we were talking about it on the Hellblade episode of Pod and Play.
Okay, yeah, because we was going to see definitely with the graphics that Ninja Theory did with Hellblade.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a new genre to see if Ninja Theory could do horror.
Yeah.
And using with their expertise in graphics and like movement and stuff,
and atmosphere.
I would love to see how crazy spooky they could make Eternal Darkness 2 be.
Yeah.
Like it would be insane. Because I know Ninja Theory could pull some tricks off a Switch.
Yeah, especially with like the HD rumble and like flipping back and forth between like different modes and stuff. I could totally see it.
I'll mail you a copy, Jesse, if it comes.
I actually want to change mine.
Here it comes.
There's no. I want to see a new Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet. If we're getting a remake on 3DS, I could see Luigi's Mansion 3 coming to Switch.
Yeah, because I just I want one on Switch. Because them making it for 3DS only was Corey, it bummed me out because they should have brought those games, the remake of 1,
Yeah, I could totally see them.
Corey just wants it on Switch.
I could totally see them doing the Sushi Strikers thing though, and announcing it for 3DS, and then later down the road and be like, oh, we actually could make some money on the Switch version and do that as well.
Yeah,
I could see a lot of smaller games doing both now. like being on Switch and 3DS like that, because
Yeah.
like Captain Toad is also getting a 3DS version, so which actually might be a better version because of the 2-screen thing. But anyways, this has been our E3 predictions episode of Nintendo Pow Block. Remember, you can find this show every Tuesday and Friday right here on youtube.com/NGRradio, ngrradio.com/Nintendo Pow Block. Also, check out...
You paused again.
I can hear myself, so I don't care. You can find this show. You can find... Gosh, now, Ed, you got me all messed up. You can find Season 2 of Pod and Play right here on our YouTube page. Check out Squad Goals. Check out Royale with Cheese. Check out our family of podcasts here on NGR Radio. And like, subscribe, and share. Download on your podcast service of choice. Click the little red button if you're watching the video, or click the link in the description. We want your subscription. So just hit the thumb, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Email us questions, because starting next episode, we're going to start incorporating questions back into the show. So next episode, nintendopowblock@gmail.com, or tweet at us at NGRPowblock. And anyways, Jesse, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at @sub_humanist.
Yes. Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatVentureCode, and check out my podcast Optional Opinion on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and TuneIn. Where you also guys can check out my E3 2017 recap of last year, because if you need a refresher.
Yes, and you can find me at CoreyNHD on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Nerds Gone Rogue and a plethora of other content here on the YouTubes. And anyways, yeah, that's been it. What's your E3 predictions? Leave a comment, rate us on iTunes, all that good stuff. And until Friday, we love you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
E3! Yes!